The following is brought to you by Ace, the helpful place.
This is Ken Rosenthal from FoxSports.com. The following is brought to you by Ace, the helpful place. Well, this week on MLB on Fox, I will be at the Tigers-Angels game in Anaheim. And, of course, everyone in baseball asking, should the Angels panic? Well, after more than 2 weeks of the season, it's a little early to panic, though perhaps the question is best put to the Angels themselves. They're the ones who have already dropped Mike Trout to the number 2 spot in the lineup. But seriously, this team just needs a little bit more time before we can begin to assess where they really are. Are there reasons to be concerned? You bet there are reasons to be concerned. This is a team that has not made the playoffs since 2009 under Mike Scioscia. And the one question you can ask about Scioscia, who remains one of the game's best strategists, is if it's possible that his voice is no longer connecting with the players the way it once did. The biggest question, though, is that starting rotation. It was a question even before Jared Weaver went down, and it's a bigger question now. You've seen the Angels bring in Tommy Hanson, Joe Blanton, and Jason Vargas. To this point, it's not really working, and if that rotation doesn't turn around, it's going to be a very long season in Anaheim, no matter how good that offense is. One of our other games this week, a little bit of a happier story here with the Twins and White Sox, the story of Joe Mauer, and Joe Mauer's return to being, frankly, the Joe Mauer of old. We started to see this last year, of course, when Mauer got healthy, and we're really seeing it now the way we once saw it year after year, consistent season after consistent season. Mauer was really the best player on the field for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, even before Captain America David Wright got hurt. And there you saw that same two-strike approach, that same patience and brilliance that we've become so accustomed to seeing from Mauer when he is right. It was interesting hearing Bert Blyleven on the Twins broadcast the other night say, you know what? When Mauer gets to 2 strikes, that's when the fun begins. That's when the at-bat gets started. And that's really how it's been for Mauer all season and really dating back to last year as well. Finally, we've got the Nationals at the Mets. And with the Mets, there's an intriguing question. We've seen Matt Harvey and how brilliant he has been so far this season, one of the best young pitchers in baseball right now. Mets fans are rightly asking, well, what about Zach Wheeler? He's another prospect that the Mets have, one with perhaps even greater upside than Harvey, and right now he's at AAA, and the Mets are waiting to bring him up. Why not bring him up right away? Well, the answer is pretty obvious. The Mets are going nowhere this season. We know that. And really, to start Wheeler's service clock and get him here before the time is right makes no sense for anyone involved. Wheeler first needs to show he can dominate at AAA, and once he does that, come the second half of the season, it may finally be time to see Harvey and Wheeler together and see the future of the Mets in a far brighter way than we've been looking at it for the past several years.